Alright, did I do the first step towards my downfall? And not downfall in terms of anything that is important, but rather in terms of keyword backlog. More specifically, gaming backlog. I think this is something that many creators discuss, and that is, I would say, at least from what I see on YouTube, but also from my friends, is a very common problem, the backlog of games. So I didn't know of this, or I knew that this is obviously possible, but I didn't know that this was a thing before actually getting into PC gaming, or more specifically Steam gaming. So when I, in my console times, wanted to play a game, I bought the physical game and I paid full price, and therefore usually always just played that game. I didn't buy it and then put it on the shelf. But as far as I knew and now have experienced myself, it is fairly common, especially on Steam. Oh, there's a Steam sale. Let's buy it because it's cheap. And suddenly you create this backlog of games that you plan on playing in the future and bought because they were cheap. And again, previously I only played on consoles. I never bought a game. Is that true? No, I bought one game, BioShock, on Steam because that was able to play on Mac. That was the only game that I actually bought on Steam before getting the ROG Xbox Ally. The ROG Xbox Ally is a Windows machine. Although it's a handheld device, it's a Windows machine. I also installed Steam because Witcher 3 was not available on Xbox, which is weird to me. And when I bought it, it was also heavily discounted, so I paid a fraction of the original pricing. And I played it, and a couple of days ago, there was the Steam sale. And I wasn't aware that the Steam app, although this app is amazing, it is a storefront, obviously, but I wasn't aware that it is so aggressive in marketing sales and new games and stuff like that. To the degree that I was like, oh, okay, there is a sale. And then it also says, because what I do is I looked at some games, I put them in the, what is this? Today I'm kind of slow with my brain. And the cart, and the shopping cart. I put a couple of games, and then it tells me, hey, there are 2 games on sale that are in your shopping cart, and another game that's on your wish list that's also on sale. You want to check it out? And I was like, okay, let's take a look. And I always wanted to play Uncharted again, and my vacation to Bangkok is coming up. And I thought like, oh, okay, if I finish Witcher 3, the 2 DLCs, I already finished Heart of Stone, I'm currently playing Blood and Wine, and back then I haven't started playing Blood and Wine yet, and I didn't know of the size of that game, because Blood and Wine, the DLC, is essentially a completely new game. So I thought, okay, if I finish that, I want to have a game that I could start when I'm in Bangkok. So I bought Uncharted, and now I can already feel the pressure, somewhat pressure of the backlog. I mean, granted, it's just one game. I know a buddy of mine has like 30 games in his backlog because he always buys them on sale in hopes to be able to play them in the future. And as far as I know, watching other YouTube videos, that is quite common. And now I feel it myself, and I feel like this is the first step to my downfall, because I do feel like, okay, should I play Witcher or maybe start Uncharted? Maybe at one point should I start it? And it kind of, and I'm over exaggerating here a little bit. It's kind of like a chore that I need to play this because I bought it, and I do feel like that is the downfall of most of these backlogs, because yes, you paid a heavy discount because it was on sale, yet you paid money, therefore you feel kind of obliged to play that game because you spent money, and then suddenly, oh, hold on, there are 4 games waiting for me? Okay, I need to finish this game quickly so I get to the next game, and suddenly it becomes work. And again, I'm over-exaggerating here a little bit to make a point. But there's definitely something that could happen, and you don't play the game potentially because it's fun, but rather, oh, I need to get my money's worth because this game's now kind of, in air quotes, gathering dust because it sits in my backlog. And long story short, I do feel like, just like my video yesterday where I talked about not upgrading your phone, I feel like it's a similar thing with gaming and buying or creating a backlog by convincing yourself to buy something cheaper and convincing yourself, okay, I make a savings. You actually create debt because you buy something although there is a high likeliness that you don't play it. So I would argue it is almost better to pay full price for just one game that you definitely will hopefully play because there is a higher incentive because you paid full price. If you pay $80 for a game, I feel like it's more likely that you play it. But if you buy a game on sale for $10, I think I paid $16 for Uncharted, and or was it less? Yeah, I don't know. But if there's a game that didn't cost that much, there is a very high risk of you saying, okay, let's keep it in that backlog, and there is no, in air quotes, pressure, at least for that moment, to play that game. The pressure then rather is being created the more games you are in their backlog, and you see this mountain of, in air quotes, work that you have to do because you spend so much money. So my argument would be, instead of creating a backlog and kind of be, in air quotes, pressured into buying something because it's cheap, and you convincing yourself, oh, okay, I make a bargain here, it potentially would be better, or maybe not better, but more efficient to just pay full price for a game that you definitely will play. Or rather, really think heavily about, okay, which of these 20 games that are all discounted by 80% or whatever it might be, do I really want to buy and actually play? Because I do feel like that there are some people that think, okay, instead of buying one AAA game that is new for $80, let's buy 8 games that are now $10. Without kind of considering that they don't have the time to play all of these games. So yeah, I feel like that is a big or not a big, but it is an issue that some people have. And I do feel on a smaller scale now that there is a game in my back of my head that said, hey, play me, come on, play me, play this game now. And I'm like, well, I gotta finish Witcher first. And then the other voice is like, yeah, but play it faster so you can play this game. And I don't want that. And although I don't, what's the word? I don't feel bad about buying Uncharted because I will definitely play it because I love the Uncharted games. I do feel like if I would have bought this game later, at a higher price, that would have been better because I would have more of a incentive to play it because, hey, you spent $40 on that game. Let's play it now. Don't let that money go to waste. And it wouldn't be on my back now and saying, hey, play me. Hope that makes sense. And let me know, do you have a backlog of games? And if you do so, how many games are there? Let us all know in the comment section below. And what is kind of your workflow to play all of these games? What's your plan about that, clearing that backlog? Let us know in the comment section below. And maybe check out my video from yesterday about not upgrading my phone. Check it up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button up here. That way we see each other in the next video. Thank you very much.